talk about two A-list iconic actors coming together in one movie.
Nick Nolte and Robert Redford joined forces in the movie A Walk into the Woods, and Jim Ferguson sat down with both of them. Jim, what was that like?
Yeah, I did. It was really, you know, I've interviewed both of them before, but this was kind of special because, as Robert Redford told me, and you'll see it on Friday, he says, we were both sticking our noses up at death. It's based on a true story by Bill Bryson, who wrote the novel, which was a best-selling novel in the New York Times. And of course, Robert Redford plays Bill Bryson, and he was in London as a travel writer, and came back, married, played by Emma Thompson, his wife, came back to New England, and he decided in his 60s he wanted to walk the Appalachian Trail, 2,000 miles.
Wow.
Oh my gosh.
So he calls his old buddy, Stephen Katz, who he hung out with, who's totally out of shape, played by Nick Nolte, and they decide to make this trip. But you're ready to go to my interview with Nick Nolte. And Nick is always fun to talk to, and he's very funny in this movie. Here's Nick Nolte. But now you're walking the Appalachian Trail. Why would your character, Stephen Katz, why would he want to
walk the Appalachian
this thing?
Well, you know, it was set up in the book, and it was set up, Bob and I set it up. He's from Iowa.
Des Moines. Yeah.
Well, Des Moines or Ames, maybe, you know. But he went to the University of Iowa in the idea of being a writer, whether it's journalistic writing or whether a novel, you know. Bryson goes on and succeeds at that. And Katz never leaves Iowa. And so, you know, for me, a territory over and over and over, he develops a prankster mentality, you know, and so he was always a joker, having fun and things like that, which tests Bryson a bit, you know, because he's a very disciplined writer, you know, and he's very successful. And Katz is probably a little jealous of that, you know.
And you know, I love the way you did it, the way you played it too. You never called him Bill.
Yes.
It was always his last name, Hey Bryson.
Yeah. Well, and that's the way they were, because after they graduated from Iowa, they went to Europe and chased girls, right? And he borrowed some money and has never paid him back, you know, that he promises to. But when he hears that Bryson is going to walk this Appalachian Trail, he doesn't call Katz. And so
calls everybody else.
Yeah, Katz sticks his head in there and says, I can do it, you know. Are you in shape? Oh, yeah, I walk everywhere since they took my damn license away. So he's really...
Yeah. And, of course, when you make a trip like this, you meet a lot of interesting characters along the way, and Katz does meet a couple, too.
Yeah. And they go right into male competing for women, even though they're probably too old to do that.
Wow.
Nick Nolte, the
amazing.
great Nick Nolte, yeah. You know, you think, and he's totally out of shape, and he's a drunk, and he's going to walk the 2,000 miles.
So this movie's got some comedy, but I'm sure it's got a little bit of heart.
Got a lot of comedy.
Yeah.
It's very humorous, and thanks to Nick Nolte, he's the one who's very funny in the movie. But that role of Nick Nolte was supposed to have been played by Paul Newman.
Really?
It goes back that far, only Paul got sick, so they put it on hold. Robert Redford just put it on a back burner, and then decided, hey, Nick Nolte would be perfect in this role, and he really is.
He has so much heart, it seems. Like, he's really genuine. He's always right there. I feel like some actors are sort of in the clouds.
Yeah, didn't you feel like we're just talking and having a conversation? And Robert's the same way, and you're going to see my interview, which will be even a little longer on Friday to talk about this movie, because he is the star of it. And we sat down and had a nice conversation with the iconic Robert Redford on Friday.
Now, the movie, does it come out tomorrow or Friday?
It opens tomorrow.
It opens
tomorrow, but I'm saving the Redford interview for Friday and my review on Friday as well.
Oh, well, we absolutely will look forward to hearing from him. Thank you, Jim.
Oh, you're welcome. It's always fun, guys.
Stay with us. We have more Morning Blend for you after the break.